I made a sound the other night. It went something like, "Huh!" It was the sound of someone accepting the fact that they're human. See, I've been hanging on a cross for years. I'm attached to this self-imposed crucifix by twist ties and rubber bands. The nails in my hands are rusty thumbtacks. My crown of thorn is jagged twine. My wine is month-old grape juice, and time is my Judas. I've painted myself as savior to so many men, women, and children who have no idea that I'm the Titanic in a field of icebergs, that I'm the Hindenburg in a lightning storm, carrying crates of acetylene torches, waiting to explode and sink into the Atlantic, cold water rushing right through the hole in the middle of my heart. Its edges are sharp like a broken mirror. I tried to stitch it up using academic pursuits, threaded through the needle of prestigious schools, but it didn't work because my blood is acidic. It melts away stitches. I wore my resume like combat boots and kicked down anyone who dared tangle with my ego, but all I got were these bruises across the tops of my toes because there is a jagged canyon in the middle of my mind. And if you follow it all the way down to the bottom, you will find mostly empty treasure chests, carved from the heart of redwood trees soon to be extinct. Some of them are full of harmonicas that can only play the blues, and despite their ornate decorations, were sold for 50 cents a piece across the nation because my logic is cheap and my reason is weak. If you look at my feet, you will find flowers. They are lilies. I've grown them from standing on street corners and watching people meet, speak in languages that I have yet to master. They're fertilized by silly lies I tell myself on a daily basis, that I'm not good enough for other people to waste their time on, that I don't deserve to be happy, but I tried to cover them up with socks and shoes, but the shocking blue tones of loneliness can't be covered by things you buy in a store. There is no aisle 6 for sick hearts. If you look at my hands, you will find wrinkles, because I've been 75 since I was 13, and if you look at my fingertips, you will find the indent of my own 2 lips, because I'm just looking for another face to kiss. And if you look into my eyes, you will find the letters I wrote but never sent, folded up and tucked into regret-shaped envelopes. You will find the words I spoke but never meant, pulled into puddles of my own personal pity. You will find the daggers I try so hard to keep sheathed. You will find the emaciated rib cages of children 2 worlds away. You will find me praying for change, losing myself in the tide. In my eyes, you will find a boy that wanted to be an astronaut when he grew up. Until he found out that astronauts have to come back down to Earth. You see, I have enough insecurities to crush New York City like a cardboard dream cut out of a refrigerator box. I used to draw with crayons, but I stopped when I found out I couldn't fit all of my colors inside of the lines. I used to build high-rises from building blocks, but I stopped when I found out you can only go so high before the atmosphere just stops. You can only run from yourself so long and then your legs just cramp up, and I am done sprinting. So I made a sound the other night, and it went something like, "Ah!" It was the sound of my wrists sliding off of that crucifix. It was the sound of my feet touching the ground, my toes grabbing the grass, my knees kissing the sand. It was the sound of my hand as I grabbed that slow, deep earth and just fell asleep.